exercises. We're fortunate enough to have Albert Sandoval. He's a product of Pueblo, Colorado. He's a graduate from the school here in Pueblo, Colorado State University Pueblo, and has worked for the Colorado Rockies for the last few years and has just accepted a contract with the California Angels in their AA team, which will be in Little Rock, Arkansas. So he's going to go over the dynamic stretching and static stretching and the difference. He's going to explain, but he's going to focus on dynamic stretching, which is much better than our old way of what they call static stretching. Is that right, Albert?
First exercise, you can get your athletes on the foul line, stand 15 yards away from them, and they'll perform the action to you. First one is called a quick skip. We're going to get our athletes, you can start them on the foul line, they'll go 15 yards away from you. So stand 15 yards away from the foul line, they'll perform the activity to you and go back. So first one we'll call this a quick skip, and all it is opposite arm, opposite leg, coming up as quick as we can. Getting those knees all the way up, they'll come to you, they'll come all the way back. Next one is going to be a shuffle. It's not going to be a basketball shuffle. It won't be a lateral shuffle. We're working on getting the athletes loose. We will push off of our left leg and pull through with our right leg, keeping the toes and hips forward. Next action performed will be a butt kick. The butt kick, all we're going to do is pump the arms, bring the leg up, bring our heel to our butt. Next exercise we're going to perform is a karaoke. It's going to help with our hip flexibility. We want our athletes to get their knee up, come over, step to the side, step behind. We're moving our body, moving our arms, getting our arm action going. That's going to get blood flow to our shoulders, preparing us to throw. Next is lunge and twist. We're going to have our athletes lunge, stretching out our glutes and quads, and then we're going to throw a twist in to stretch out our core. Everything in the game is dealt with core rotation. We need to stretch our core as well as all our other major muscle groups. We'll now do our Frankenstein, start stretching the hamstrings. Everything we want to do is going to be real controlled. So I'm going to kick my left leg up to my right arm, coming down nice and slow. Do not let the athlete stomp back into the ground. Up fast, down slow. Now we're going to kill two birds with one stone. We're going to flex our hips as well as our hamstring at the same time. We're going to bring our elbow down to our instep. It's going to be right arm, right leg. We'll stretch our hips, then we'll fall back and we'll stretch the hamstring. Another movement we're going to do, we're going to stretch our quads. We're going to do a walking quad. We're going to do opposite arm, opposite leg. So with my right arm, I'm going to grab my left ankle. The reason we go opposite arm, opposite leg. In baseball, your quads are made up of 4 parts. The most commonly hurt part of an athlete in baseball is called their vastus medialis. This is going to stretch the vastus medialis a lot more than coming out, where this stretches our vastus lateralis. walk is next. We want to get our adductors involved. Everything in baseball, either running or stealing a base, pushing off to get a ground ball, we're going to need to push and use the push off. So we got to loosen up our adductors as well as our hamstrings, quads, and other major muscle groups. So we'll do a lateral lunge walk. What I'm going to do is the athlete is going to go straight out. They're going to sit as deep as they can. They want to keep this knee behind their toe. They don't want it to come over the toe. We want to sit back as deep as we can. We're going to switch over to the other side, sitting as deep as we can. Then we will step out. Walking knee hug, we're going to need to stretch out our glutes. Very simple, very basic. All I'm going to do is pull the knee up all the way to my chest, hold, working on my balance. Then I'll take 3 steps, do the same action. They're going to face with the arms out. They're going to come straight down, getting the body into a straight line, bringing the heel straight up, pull through with the hips. Take 3 steps back, come down, stretch out the hamstring, straight line, pull up through the hips. Coming back, 3 steps, coming down, hold it, pull through. Next one we'll do is a walking piriformis. Big thing, hip flexibility in baseball. We need to have flexible, loose hips. So the athlete will pull up on the heel, they're going to press down on the knee. We're going to come to a balance point. 3 steps, pull up on the heel, press down on the knee. Active warm-up for our legs, we will do hurdle overs. So all the athlete's going to do, they're going to face the cone, they're going to have the toe pointed forward, they're going to act like they have a hurdle right to their side. They're going to bring their leg to the side, step over the hurdle, come down. 3 steps, leg to the side, step over, come down. Leg to the side, step over, come down. Once the athlete gets to the end, they will do the same thing, but they will go backwards. They will bring their knee to their chest first, coming back to the side, coming back. Knee to the chest first, come to the side, coming back. Stepping over the hurdle every time. The next exercise will be a trunk twist. Everything in the game is rotational power, whether it be throwing, whether it be swinging. We need to stretch our core. So the athlete will get shoulder width apart, feet shoulder width apart, arms out, and all they're going to do is twist from side to side, keeping the feet planted on the ground. They'll do 5 or 10, then they'll bend over, they'll do the same thing. Come side, 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 side. Thing, come side, 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 side. Next thing, staying with our core, we are going to do trunk rotations. So with your athlete, have them stand shoulder width apart. They're going to bring their core all the way down, making a big circle, getting parallel, if not more, with the ground, coming all the way around, stretching out the core. We'll go 5 to the right, then we'll go 5 to the left. Staying with our, they will bring the leg straight up, drop it to the hand, bring it back down to the middle. Come with the other leg up, drop it down to the side, coming back down into the middle. Prone scorpion. Now we're going to stretch our lower back. We'll be on our stomach, same position, body in a T. We're going to start down. We'll bring the heel straight to the sky. We're going to drop it to the hand. Then we're going to come back to the middle, come down. Other leg, bring it straight to the sky, coming to the hand, coming back down. We'll stay on the ground. We'll stretch our abs as well as our shoulders. So we'll start with the athlete stretching the abs. They'll bring the hips down to the floor. They will be looking up, arms straight, dropping that belly button through the ground. Hold for 5 seconds. Then we'll lean back, stretch the shoulders. Come back forward. Coming back to the back. The next thing we will do, palms behind, we will do an arm swing. So all we're doing is bringing the right arm back, left arm up, back, up, back, up, back, up. High as they can go. Next, we'll get our athletes' necks. We're going to do neck circles. All I'm going to do is try and go from ear to shoulder, to behind, ear to shoulder. Chin down, all the way around. 5 one direction, 5 the other direction. After that, we'll go into shoulder rolls. Athlete will bring the shoulders back, up and around, back, up and around, going 5 forward, going 5 backwards. With a similar movement, we'll next do arm circles. Arms out, palms up. We'll go forward, nice and small, a little bit bigger, and we'll go as big as we can go. Relax, go backwards, nice and small, a little bit bigger, big as we can go. We'll have them do what I call a push-pull with the arms. Start with my right arm up, left arm down. I'm going to push to the middle, then I'm going to pull it apart. I'm going to go as quick as I can for 10 seconds. Then relax, go left arm up, right arm down, same action. Then I will relax, and I will do the same thing to the middle. By the time the athlete ready to throw, and we got to progress back shortly. So every time our athletes pick up a ball, we go, we stretch, we warm up. They're on the clock. They start nice and easy, probably about 15, 20 feet apart. They'll throw 2 minutes, get their body nice and loose, nice and comfortable, going through normal mechanics. After 2 minutes, horn goes off, scoop back. We scoop back to 30 feet, goes back in a progression. So we're going to go back to 30 feet for X amount of minutes, depending on the day. The athlete will go for probably 3 minutes at 90 feet, and they will scoop back another to 120. They'll go back to 120. Usually position players will go back a little bit farther. Pitchers, depending on if they threw the day before or if they did not, they might cut it short. Our athletes will then go back to 150. They go back to 150 for 2 minutes, and then after the horn blows, we start coming back in. They go back into 120 for a minute. They go back into 90 for around a minute. Then they'll play quick catch for a minute. Everything is done in progression. Everything is done for a time. Everything is done for a purpose.